Great, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Olufunke Adetuberu. I want you to understand something. You have to recover. This is the moment of recovery. Like this video, share the video, subscribe this video. Tell someone about it, because listen, life is all about recovery. You cannot afford to be stagnant, to stay in the pool of your shame, of your embarrassment. You need to get out of that place and move to another level. A lot of people are hearing me this moment and it's like, can I recover? Yes, you can. And that's why we have the moment of recovery. Today, I want you to know that you need to clean the mess of your past. One thing that I understand about people with their mess is that some are so comfortable in their mess and they are not ready to change. They are narcissists. They don't take responsibility. They don't accept that there's something wrong with them. And you know, one thing that changes people is insight. If you don't know that you have a problem, then you have a problem. But the moment the prodigal son said to himself, I'm going back home, whatever happens, let me go home. That was the turning point. Turning point before his creator, turning point before his dad. Every other people around him, they never liked the decision, especially his brother, but it doesn't change anything. God will never destroy a heart that is broken and is contrite. He said, a broken and a contrite heart I will not despise. Now, if he had not gotten back home, of course, he would have stayed in the mud of his shame and he won't recover. But for the fact that he made a decision, he made a choice. You know what? We were talking about Mephibosheth the other time. And, you know, I was talking about the fact that he was called to come to the palace. He had to go to clean the mess, to take your life back, to recover from your challenges or whatever has happened to you. You need to come to the awareness. There's something that happened to him. He came to his senses. He came to the realization that he needed help. The same thing with the prodigal son. The same thing with Mephibosheth. He told himself, let me just go. The king sent for him. He went. The prodigal son came to himself. There's a place for insight. And that's why when you see anybody that has gone through anything, maybe you committed adultery, you fornicated, you aborted, you know, something happened to you, you are divorced. The only thing that helps you to come back is when you realize, when you have insight. Do you know a lot of people have been in a messy situation and they don't even know they have a problem? And if you don't know you have a problem, nobody can help someone that feels this okay. You know, I know that sometimes it can be very difficult and tough to take responsibility. But listen to me, if you don't learn to take responsibility, you become a liability. A lot of people have become a liability to their children, to their families. Why? Because they refuse to accept that something is wrong with them. I've seen some people that comes, you know, they are fully drunk, blown drunk. And when you ask them, they said, I'm not drunk, I'm fine. You know, maybe this is rice I'm eating. Come on. That is denial. You cannot recover if you're living in denial. And as far as I'm concerned, denial is demonic. You cannot afford to live in denial. Denial, to me, is dangerous. To anyone that wants to recover, whatever it is, face it. Look at yourself and say, this and this, there is an issue here. Listen, if you are sad, know that you are sad. Don't say, I'm fine, I'm okay, everything is fine. That's the beginning of trouble. No one recovers when you don't acknowledge that there's a problem. A patient that goes to the hospital will go to the doctor and tell the doctor, I am sick or something. Even if the patient is not conscious of the fact that he has fainted or is sick, somebody in the neighborhood, the family, the friends, they will take the patient to the hospital. And as soon as he gets there, it is obvious that the person is sick, then recovery starts. But if you don't go to the doctor and you don't believe there's a sickness, then there's nothing to do. For you to recover, honestly, you must acknowledge, you must accept, you must stop being in denial, you must not tell yourself lies. You know, some people could actually tell themselves a lot of lies, and the lies becomes the truth, and they live in the truth of that lies for a very long time till they enter their grave. I'm sure you have seen people like that, that it's obvious that their life is not working, their home is not working, their work is not working, nothing is working for them, and they are telling themselves everything is fine. I was telling one man one day, I said, this thing is not growing. He said, it's growing, it's growing. I said, it's growing. Well, anything that has life must grow. You can never recover when you believe everything is fine around you. So stop being in denial. I told someone recently, I said, listen, if you cannot trace it, you can never face it. You have to trace it. You must get to the root of whatever is dealing with you. That's the beginning of recovery. I was telling some people also, I said, if you are sick as a person and you go to an ordinary chemist, what they can do is to just prescribe and tell you probably take Panadol for your headache. But listen, if you want to go and treat headache and you go to a teaching hospital, they will tell you to do blood tests, saliva tests, and because of the horror, the stress of going through the process of discovery, a lot of people just go to the chemist, and before they know it, they are dead because they didn't treat them properly. So if you really want to be healed, you want to take your life back, you want to recover, you must get to the root of your problem. You must know that you have a problem. You must accept that there's something wrong. And that's the difference between a teaching hospital and a quack hospital and even a chemist. A teaching hospital will go to the roots. They will never give you paracetamol to treat headache. They want to know why you have headache. What's done? Is it ulcer? Is it cancer? Is it blood pressure? Whatever. What is it that is causing the headache? Then when they get to the root, they uproot it from the root. And that is the secret of recovery. Until you uproot the root of whatever is going on in your life, by tracing it, you can never recover. I want to encourage everyone listening to me today. You have to recover. Recovery is a choice, actually. Nobody imposes recovery on anybody. Recovery is a choice, and you make your choice makes you. Well, like I said, please subscribe to this channel. My name is Olufunke Adituberu. On this channel is Moment of Recovery. Thank you so much for listening to me. I'll see you next time.